And how's it going, everyone? It is Skullzi here with the latest gaming news, rumors, and speculation. Today we're gonna step away from scribing ye old crystal ball, from trying to use it to look into the future magically, for any new future Starfield updates we might have, and instead, we're gonna talk about an actual update from Bethesda regarding this game for once. This situation is pretty interesting because a lot of the community don't even know this official statement exists, and combined with this, that makes it even more interesting, is the fact that Bethesda is telling us exactly what the next Starfield trailer is going to talk about. This is fairly interesting, so let's not waste any more time and get right into today's content. First of all, this update comes to us from the official Bethesda Discord server. In case you don't know, recently Bethesda has been asking the community to provide them with questions for future Starfield videos where they would actually answer these questions and tell us a little bit more about this game. A good recent example of this is actually the most recent Starfield update that I broke down recently, where Todd Howard talked about the dialogue system in Starfield and also showed us some new gameplay, so these videos actually give us some pretty awesome content. And as of a statement made yesterday on the official Bethesda Discord, it seems like we're going to get another one of these videos very, very soon. Let's begin by breaking this statement down. Like I said, this statement happened yesterday. The day I uploaded this video is November 18th, so this statement happened on November 17th, 2022, which would have been after the game came out, but unfortunately we don't live in the best timeline. We live in the Starfield was delayed timeline, but anyway, yesterday a community manager over at Bethesda said the following. Hey everyone, thank you so much for keeping questions coming. We're excited to see what you're most interested in. Over the next few days, we'd like to try playing around with this channel to see if we can better consolidate your questions. As CVH mentioned previously, we received enough quests questions for the next installment, but in the meantime, this will be a general question spot until we experiment with some other Discord features. I'll welcome feedback as we try things out. Thanks for everything so far, and this is definite confirmation that a new Starfield video is in the works, and a lot of people might say that it probably will be some time before we get this video, but if we look further on the Bethesda Discord, we can see that Bethesda actually stopped taking questions for this particular video as of a month ago, so basically they've had about a month's time to build and start editing and working on the next Starfield update, which seems like it would be plenty of time to actually get it done, so based on that, we will probably get this update some point soon. Some people think this update will be dropped at the Game Awards next month, but for a dev Q&A video, I don't think the Game Awards is the best setting. Usually the Game Awards has game trailers, gameplay trailers, stuff like that. A community Q&A dev video for the game wouldn't necessarily vibe well with everything else at the Game Awards, so in my opinion, I have the feeling we're gonna get this new Starfield Q&A video very, very soon, maybe even within the next couple of weeks, but that much is just speculation. But what isn't speculation is, yes, we are getting another Starfield video soon, but also we know exactly what this video is going to be about because the associate community manager at Bethesda tells us in this statement. It's going to all be about quests. So the next Starfield update video is going to talk about all the various quests within this game. The community has provided, I guess, enough questions for Bethesda to make a video on the quests, so we'll likely get a lot of information about how quests work in Starfield, and also some new gameplay footage pertaining to the quests. One interesting thing that I want to bring up, though, is the quest system in Bethesda Game Studios games are fairly standard, and I don't say that as some kind of, like, negative thing. I'm not saying their quests aren't good or their quest system is archaic and ancient. It actually works well, but my main point here is that I don't know how Bethesda can overhaul the quest system in any major way, to the point to where they need to make an entire dedicated video about the quests in Starfield. I don't know what they're actually going to talk about in this video. Are they just going to talk about some of the quests we're going to be doing? Are they going to talk about changes Bethesda has made to the quest system? I'm actually very, very curious what direction this video is going to go, because as far as quests go, those are a normal thing that you'd expect to see in RPG games, and those of us who have played plenty of Bethesda Game Studios RPGs know exactly how their quest systems work. You find something that starts a quest, you talk to someone that gives you a quest, the quest gets added to your quest log, it gives you a marker, you do the thing, the quest continues with another quest chain, or it ends and you get experience points, and you make people happy, you make people mad. Some factions might hate you, some factions might love you. I mean, it doesn't necessarily need to be explained, right? When we think of RPG quests, we kind of basically know what to expect. And even though Starfield is a next-gen RPG from Bethesda, even though it's their first new IP in over 25 years, even though it's a highly ambitious game that's doing a lot of stuff Bethesda seemingly hasn't done before, the fact of the matter is, what are they going to talk about? What new stuff are they going to tell us about quests? What constitutes an entire update video all about quests? So I am super curious. I'm wondering what changes to the quest system Bethesda is going to highlight in this video. So I'm going to try to speculate on what we would see from Bethesda in this future update. First of all, I am sure Bethesda's probably not going to show too many quests. They're not going to just go crazy by just telling us a list of quests we're going to do in Starfield. That would be kind of lame if Todd Howard just said, yeah, there's going to be a quest where you shoot down a ship. There's going to be a quest where you conquer a colony planet. There's going to be a quest where you gotta find animal and kill animal. Like, I mean, we probably could figure that out already. So, regards to that, my estimation is there has to be something new, some type of natural evolution Bethesda is taking, some type of next step Bethesda is going to take to improve their quest system. Bethesda is likely going to focus on this aspect more than anything else in this next update. They're not just going to want to tell us about quests, they're going to want to tell us how the quest system is interesting in Starfield, what is new about the quest system in Starfield, and what potential differences we can see from the quest system in Starfield in regards to games like Skyrim. One thought I had is I'm hoping that the quests in Starfield are a lot more open-ended with the possibilities and the routes we can take in completing these quests. Naturally, in previous Bethesda games, this already existed. There are a lot of open-ended pathways we could take as the player to accomplish a quest. There were different things we could do depending on our skills, our perks, or just routes we take to complete the quest. But one thing I want to see Bethesda say specifically is that the quests have actual more impact in the game world and also more impact on how people in the game world respond to you. One of my biggest problems with Bethesda games is, for instance, like in Oblivion, you can become the leader of the Mages Guild, you can become the leader of the Thieves Guild, you can become the leader of the Dark Brotherhood, and very rarely will anyone actually comment on that. Skyrim kind of falls into this hole a little deeper than Oblivion does. Oblivion does a better job, in my opinion, at having people register what your person has done. Skyrim tried to take this a step forward by having the town guards talk about the armor you're wearing, or recognizing you're a good alchemist and asking you to brew them a potion or some mead. But in the end, it's just kind of ambient, right? It's not anything that actually affects the game world more than just ambience, just natural NPC dialogue ambience. I would like the quests in Starfield not only change how the actual world is, how the actual game is, but also I want them to have a lot more weight than we've seen in previous Bethesda games. Combined with this, I'd also like us to be locked out of actually doing some quests entirely if we don't choose a specific trait, background, or if we don't side with a specific faction. I don't want to be able to be the leader or a general in both the Freestar Collective and the United Colonies and the Pirates. I don't want to have to somehow be the leader of all these groups that don't necessarily vibe together well anyway. I want to be locked out of content based on the choices I made, because not only does that make the game more interesting, not only does it make it more immersive, it makes it more realistic and feel like it's an actual living, breathing game world. And on top of that, it gives me a reason to want to play the game again, because one playthrough I might focus on the Freestar Collective, and naturally the Freestar Collective aren't friends with the United Colonies and they aren't friends with the Pirates, so I'm guessing that by joining Freestar, by completely being loyal to Freestar, you're going to piss off the UC and the Pirates. And also, if you join the Pirates, I doubt basically anyone anywhere would want anything to do with you, except for maybe the criminal element on Neon. And also, if I'm a smuggler on Neon, I want to be placed on a watch list. If I complete smuggling quests, I want to be able to have to be placed on like a watch list if I travel to UC colonies. I want to be questioned by people when I land on their colonies. I want to be searched. I want there to be more weight to everything, including the quests. Now, a lot of this video turned into speculation towards the end, but at the end of the day, we do know another Starfield update is coming. We do know it's going to be about quests. but we don't actually know what they're going to talk about, because like I said, quests are pretty basic. I don't know how you can evolve quests other than doing the things I mentioned in this video, but nonetheless, we actually know another Starfield update is on the way, and we know exactly what to expect, and also, we know as a community, we can actually join the Bethesda Discord server and we can actually have our hand in personally choosing and guiding Bethesda and what they're going to talk about in future videos. So if there's something you want to hear more about regarding Starfield, maybe weapons, crafting, colony building, all that kind of stuff, join the Bethesda Discord server, leave your questions for them, and wait for them to give us what we ask, because it seems like they're actually doing a better job now at listening to the community and providing us the content we want to hear about, and that is super hype. So like I said, we probably should expect this video at some point within the next couple of weeks. I expect it to be dropped before the Game Awards and not at the Game Awards, but that's just my own personal speculation. As always though, what I want to know is, what do you think about all this? What do you think Bethesda is going to touch on regarding quests in this future video? And what type of Starfield content do you want to see Bethesda talk about in their future Q&A videos? As always, let me know down in the comments. Be sure to like the video to help show this content, and subscribe to join the community and our little Starfield family here. If you want to go above and beyond to support the channel and the community, you can support the channel over on Ko-fi, Patreon, and here on YouTube as an exclusive channel member. Links for all this, including the Skullzi Discord, are down in the description below. And as always, thank you for watching. Be sure to tune in next time.
It just works.